designed to help our county government officials and other community leaders to get to know your county fire department a little bit better, to learn a little bit about our capabilities, and to experience firsthand some of the things that we do on a day-to-day basis.
And so this is a great opportunity to do that, really a partnership between the local and the department to say, hey, we'll do the training, we'll provide it. The local came in and said, let's provide some refreshments and put together a program, really an educational program for you. I think it's a great partnership. Thank you, Brett, for stepping up. Of course, the local 935 is providing all the food and the media as well for today. So thank you. Welcome to the County Fire Department Training Center. This is what we call Richard Sewell Training Center, RSTC, named after a fire chief that actually hired me when I was started about 20 years ago. So thank you, welcome, and I'm going to kick it over to Brett Henderson.
Thank you. I just want to say thanks, and I'm incredibly appreciative of your interest in what we do and everything. So I'm going to keep it real short, but welcome. And if you have questions during the day, we have escorts and people that will be with you. Any questions that you have, we're going to get you all involved, and you'll see that here in a minute. And your involvement is as much as you want to do. So anything that you want to do, let us know, and we'll help you out. So thanks.
We're not going to razzle-dazzle you. This is like bread and butter stuff that we do. And before each one of those evolutions, we'll give you a little mini briefing, and then we're going to stop, and we're going to invite you to play along with us, okay? We're going to head over there now then, right?
Okay, well, before we do that, it appears that Mr. DeRose got some issues over here. He's complaining some chest pain, so
he has chest pain?
Activate 911.
Someone call 911.
What's going on?
Obviously, a lack of oxygen to the brain for about 6 minutes is a huge issue. So what we are very concerned with is
We got an ambulance on the way.
response.
Imagine, what would you rate it?
At least it did.
And once we get it,
This is Greg, he's 60 years old. He's complaining of a sudden onset of chest pain, center of the chest, non-radiating.
Okay, we're gonna check your heart out real quick and make sure everything's looking okay, and then we'll go from there.
One of the biggest advancements, the best advancements in EMS, I think, since I've been in, is this. Now the paramedic doing the work of the hospital, identifying the MI, and then taking him to that hospital, literally, so the time you identify the MI through this 12 lead, they're in the cath lab within 90 minutes, which is unbelievable. And of course, we're seeing people now walking around today that we're really not even solving.
Okay, is that pain any worse or any better?
About the same.
About the same. It's 5, 6, 2, 3 in AVF. So it appears that you're actually having a heart attack right now, okay?
we have a dummy to take his place.
So our initial goal in management of the patient with chest
like
pain is
AFib.
to get oxygen to that heart muscle that is suffering from whether it's angina or an actual, in this case, heart attack. When those interventions fail, this is what we wind up transitioning to. When the heart attack is so big that the heart is unable to efficiently move blood up to the brain, we take over. We start with some BLS intervention. The number one intervention for VFib is defibrillation, whether it be through an AED or in this case a full-on monitored defibrillator.
Shock's been delivered. Okay. Resume compression.
While that is going on and CPR is continuing, we already have the IV established. We'll be administering certain drugs. We'll also be establishing an advanced airway. In the emergency room, this is the same treatment the patient would receive, advanced cardiac life support. Whether you're a paramedic, a nurse, or an ER physician, everybody carries a certification in ACLS.
1, 2, 3. The crew's standing around, everybody's doing something.
The chest compressions. Then we still have another group just
And I got your glasses.
On this call, we're going to have an ambulance, we're going to have a truck, and we're going to have a rescue. And the heavy rescue would come in a more difficult extrication, but we wanted to bring that out for the call, okay? And then after we run the call, then we're going to let you guys do some extrication if you want, okay? So,
Okay.
See back here, there's a knob, tighten that up.
God, and to carry all of that, you boys are so awesome. All right.
Be sure and hold it, and then
Okay.
and then we put it.
Hear me? 2 immediate in the red car, 3 dead.
Have an actual flower today.
Got it.
Okay, as soon as you guys are ready, I'll stop there.
Ready? Second 43.
On speaker.
Watch those eyes.
So you drank too much at the party last night?
That's right. You're trying to get me.
Were you driving?
I was. No, you know what?
Okay, you got your gloves on?
Right there.
Yeah, turn it. We'll get you a good picture. Put it right there in the corner and push it in. It's a spring-loaded center punch. Go ahead.
Once you get through all the way on this side, keep going until it closes all the way. Okay, open it back up. And now come in from this angle. See if you can connect it.
That'd be quick. What did they do?
There you go. All the way around.
Let's have someone.
Yeah, exactly.
Get Dad in there.
Yes, sir.
Hey, Dad, the door open.
Okay, this is like fire.
I guess I'm gonna do something.
How many of you have seen some of the fire department movies like Ladder 49 and Backdraft? The fire scenes are totally unrealistic. The typical fire, you can't see anything. You can't even see your hand in front of your face. So that ventilation is a critical part of what we do. And truck companies also do forcing of entry, getting the building open. We call it softening the structure. They do all of those operations while the engine companies are pouring in and doing fire attack. So on a typical fire, like you're going to see here today, in the county fire department, you'll have 3 or 4 engines respond along with a truck. and a chief. And the chief does command. All the fire engines are assigned fire attack in various manners, and then that truck company is assigned ventilation to clear the building. So you're going to see them do that. And it's a timing thing. It has to be coordinated. You know, for that gas to go out at the same time that engine company to be putting water on the fire. Because if we ventilate too early, we feed the fire oxygen. We just give it more to burn. So it all has to happen together. So you guys, while they're setting up, do you have any questions about the previous scenario?
How many people were actually assigned to that? Like we might have had extras there. So what was the count that would have actually been doing that?
Well, on that scenario, you had a rescue or an engine, a truck company, and an ambulance. So typically that would be about 8 people. 3 on the engine, 3 on the truck, and 2 on the ambulance. In some areas we have 4 on the engine and the truck. And obviously more people, more efficient.
One of our big main things to do is get the heat out of the building. So the easiest way for us to do that is go through the roof, and we put a fan on the door that forces it. They're going to sound the roof to see, and they're going to talk to each other. And the interior is saying, hey, get me a hole, because they get all kinds of fire and heat off.
Be cutting the hole, and on like I said, the residential hole is going to be a 4x4 hole. It goes over raftery, it's going to lure that, and let all that smoke and heat and gases out of the structure. And like I said, that's going to improve conditions inside for the firefighters in there doing their job.
So there's a rafter right there, it does one of these.
And then you just hit it and it'll pop up.
It just pops up.
And then all this. Oh, wow.
Yeah, and
So is the smoke turning white yet, or is it still dark? Dark.
And when he does it a certain way too, depending on which way the wind direction is. If he does it the wrong way, it can get right back down. So right now, when these guys are inside, when they open it up, all that came out, so now they can really see a lot better.
So we had to pick them inside, so let's see what they're doing now. Typically what happened now, we got a pick down, they were
never like this. Never. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Okay, you guys, if you want to like play with any of the tools that are out here, you can.